I haven't gotten much into this book yet, but I would say this is actually a good book to read, honestly, for both of us. We both need to actually apply.
What's the book called?
What's the book called?
Yeah.
The Greatest Manifestation Book is the one written by you.
Who writes that?
Vex King.
What would you say is your biggest struggle that you face so far in 2024?
I think a great message to go into this week is not always thinking that you're right. And I think if we come from a place of more seeking to understand first, and then we take time to digest what we just heard, and then we comprehend what is being told to us, then we can have that inner dialogue in our own mind of, okay, so I don't agree with what he or she is saying, but I'm also not going to say my first reaction because I know that if I speak right now and I say something condescending, sarcastic, or unsupportive, I know that it's going to bring the energy down with, whether it's the person, the group, family, friends, etc. So therefore, if we can actually agree that it's not about being right, it's about allowing someone else to be themselves without trying to change their opinion just because it differs from yours. See, the thing about me is the more that people think that they know me, the more I would say I change up. Sometimes people think that they know me so well, I would say. They think that they know every move, every
Well, that's because they think they know themselves so well, but they barely know themselves.
Because to be honest with you, I don't even know my next move. So how does someone else know how calculated I am when I actually found myself to be uncalculated, but only calculated to an extent of, if it's 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm still going to the gym. And you damn well know that Lucas probably fell asleep with a bowl on top of his chest because he was just eating, and he's probably going to show up at the gym as well. He probably will not be in the best mood, but I'm going to be playing a rap that I used to listen to when I was in high school, so I'm going to make it fun, and then he's going to have to laugh, and then it's going to be exciting, and then he's still going to be pissed, but he's not going to show it, and then we're going to film the content, and then we're going to go to bed at 7 a.m.
Currently, what's the biggest thing you struggle with?
I find myself criticized mentally before I even speak. And it makes it actually hard to be myself because I find myself sometimes to be overcompensating because I can actually feel how someone thinks of me before they even say words. I can read energy pretty well. Or if I'm dealing with someone that if I can't read their energy correctly, that bothers me a lot because I want to know the types of people that I'm dealing with. I don't like being around people that make me feel that just because I said something about this, or just because I care about this over here, I don't like when people make me feel like I'm wrong for being myself, and that's very interesting thing, because you might be listening to this and be like, well, why are you around people that don't accept you for you, or why would you even spend energy? Well, the thing is if I could pick on a platter every person or every personality type that I want to deal with, it's not going to make me grow as a person, and it's also not going to challenge me to show up better in situations. Even successful people, even people that make millions or billions of dollars, like you think that they're healthy individuals, you think that they're not swearing and cussing at their employees or rude or have their their low moments. Like we all do not show up perfectly. It doesn't matter how much money you have in the bank. It does not matter. So I just find myself very uncomfortable when I'm dealing with people that just do a good job at their job, when I'm trying to live an elite life at a very elite level. I find that people that do a good job criticize the way that I try to be elite when they could never step a day in my shoes, not even for 30 minutes.
That's the hardest thing you struggle with, is you constantly feel judged for being yourself.
And I also feel like people think that they know me. They think that because if they see my content on social media that they know me. And it's like, to be honest, I am very authentic on here. I would say there's nothing that I'm like really hiding. I pretty much show every piece of me that I actually can. I feel like we produce a lot of content authentically, And a lot of people actually, like people that we've actually worked with have said, like, why don't you just go to the gym one day and just film a bunch of videos like that one day and just change your outfits and do like workout clips like that? Because then you would save time. But it's like, well, what is that doing for me? Am I just posting content for views? As much as people think I'm posting content for views, I'm actually not. We're just posting content. You know, it's not about me wearing shorts. It's really not about that. It's more so just, I'm going to wear what I want to wear, just like you're going to wear what you want to wear. You know, and the harder that you actually work on yourself, the more that you do want to show off your body, because why not, right? You're criticized no matter what you do in life, realistically.
What is one thing you think you could work on in form of communication?
So I would have said being patient, but I would say I definitely try to actually be very patient in the way that I take time to respond. That's been my hardest challenge, I would say, as of this year is
You're way better.
is not letting all of my feelings and emotions consume me, because I'm a very emotional person at my core. I don't know if that's actually, like, if that comes across, but I'm a very emotional person at my core, and I tend to care more about other people than myself. People don't care that I care about other people's feelings. Does that make sense?
You get frustrated that you feel like you give so much and they don't reciprocate.
Or like people consider me caring about people's feelings as people pleasing. Not that, I have an extreme level of empathy, but I also practice boundary setting.
So you feel taken advantage of sometimes.
Well, and I also feel like when I ask people for feedback sometimes, I feel like people take advantage of giving me feedback that more so applies to themselves than it does me.
So you feel like they project.
Yes, and I also think that because I genuinely want to learn from other people, and I think it's actually important to ask people that you're around, you know, how do you feel that I show up in situations, you know, what kind of qualities do I embody, you know, what kind of person do you think I am? I think it's very important to ask these types of questions that, you know, of people that know you, because one, you will be able to assess their awareness along with your own. You know, because I think we all know that we do certain things, right? Like we all are aware to an extent, and I think if someone has a completely, you know, different perspective of you, you should start to ask yourself, well, if this person doesn't know me, does that mean that this person doesn't know themselves too? Or does that mean that the person that they show me,
it's not who they actually are?
Exactly. So now something like that I would say I need to work on is I need to stop procrastinating in terms of when something needs to be done, I need to be able to communicate it right then and there and not get sidetracked. I need to be able to actually be upfront with my communication, how like my mind is, because I'm upfront. But sometimes I feel like I get overwhelmed and I let my feelings get the best of me, and I prolong conversations or communication that needs to be done. And I put it off because I make the excuse in my mind. I was like, oh, I'm busy. I'll just do it tomorrow. And it's like I have to start doing stuff like when there actually is time. Like I can't continue to just like put things off. And I think that by doing that, it would save myself stress and also other people, because I think I actually waste a lot of time waiting until the last minute to accomplish things. That makes sense.
You feel like procrastination maybe throws off your routine a little bit sometimes.
Well, I need more structure. And I also think that I have to be respectful of caring about other people liking and having a routine and understanding that they thrive better in a routine. And if I expect people to, you know, adapt to my lifestyle and, you know, what we're doing here, then I have to be aware and also willing to work towards bettering my routine so that other people around me can actually feel respected.
Yeah.
I
appreciate that. My sleep does too.
Yeah, apparently this is a YouTube video that I never even introduced in the first place, so hope you guys enjoyed watching. I have a face mask on.
Your face mask matches the book, actually. It's like you planned it.
Oh my god, I didn't actually even know that. You know, I didn't even
Wait,
know
you
that.
didn't do that on purpose?
This is the only face mask that I have that's colored.
No, I swear to God, I thought you did that on purpose.
No, of course not. I'm not that smart.
That was a great coincidence, son.
That's
Good job.
actually really good. Well, bye, catch you next one.